call.
Cowell.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Francis.
Here.
May is here.
We approved the minutes from last meeting.
September 12th.
September 12th, 2016 meeting. Approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from September 12th, 2016, town board meeting.
Second.
It's been approved and seconded to approve minutes from the September 12th, 2016 town board meeting. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Reports, treasurer's report.
Account balances, the general fund has $54,493.11. Tax account has $1,840.29. The LGIP general account has $102,733.75. The LGIP fire and EMS has $2.62. Airport has $39,872.97. The LGIP airport account has 55 cents. October checks written were in advanced disposal, which is an auto pay for $7,712.77. We introduced for the town hall $66.03. CenturyLink telephone $117.51, which is an auto pay. Statewide services $165. That's for the tax collection bond for the upcoming year. Road appraisals $2,375. Village of Palmyra $21,802. That's for the quarterly fire and EMS. Vendor Levi Larson $770.75 for town legal. Larry Kaw salary $369.40. William May October salary $577.19. Peggy Miller October salary is $577.19.
Can I get a copy of that, Bill?
Sure.
I'm the only one that wants one?
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I'll
make a
print them
couple copies of it.
out. I'll print them out.
Make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the treasurer's report from 9/12/16. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Emergency management plan?
Nothing.
Nothing. Fire department?
We haven't gotten a report on numbers of calls or anything since June, May. I guess I'll just submit an open.
You had a roster email I
We
forwarded.
got a roster,
Yeah.
but we got nothing on calls. Should
Yep.
we just submit an open records request out?
They have approximately like 12 firemen now, or 10?
That's what they say.
About.
I noticed some of them don't live locally at all.
And
I just
about
haven't recognized a couple of
780
names.
MTs they had on the roster, was it
Well,
out there?
combined.
The last one I thought has 22 on it. I have a copy of it.
Yeah, some of those people I personally know those names and they don't live in the community anywhere nearby, so I
Okay.
think it's worth trying to find out,
Yeah.
you know.
It's more impressive than it has been for, as far as staff, if, you know, they can get them here in time to, you know, do something. Airport, Chris?
We'll discuss that later.
Okay, you got something
No, that'll be with the
That's
six-year
it?
plan.
later? Blue Spring Lake District,
Nothing.
building inspector,
Nothing.
highway?
Ken will have a new guy working with him. His daughter's gonna get in a restaurant business or something, and he'll be here later and introduce him to us, and he'll have a list of call numbers also. So he's going to Hebron first, so he will be here later.
Correspondence?
We're here for the Jefferson County Planning and Zoning, the AROW. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but they want us all to call our state representatives to make sure they don't cut funding for the recycling program. That's what this is about. They're doing their budget work right now. They want to make sure that the recycling grants are not cut.
Can you send me,
Pardon?
can you send that to me?
Sure. And the local government issues, challenge and strategy from local government. UW Extension has several classes available through July of next year. road and transportation funding is in May next year, so some other things that, if anybody's interested.
Good idea.
We got our account from the, our joint account with the village for this, I assume this is late collection of fire calls or something that they're collecting up at four. The new balance is $1,438.54. And this is a list of the fire and EMS employees that they sent. And last thing is International League of Cities wants us to join them. That's all I have.
New business, discuss Powers Memorial Library and what they will offer, events and programs available through the library, from Angela Zimmerman, Director at the Powers Memorial Library.
She called and she won't be able to be here tonight. She had an emergency she had to go to, but she wants to put it on the books for next month. We'll do that.
Discuss and possible action to sign 9/11 Emergency System Joint Powers Agreement with Jefferson County.
Make a motion to approve signing the 9/11 Emergency System Joint Powers Agreement.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to sign a 9/11 Emergency System Joint Powers Agreement with Jefferson County. Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Discuss and possible action on a 6-year plan for the airport.
The Bureau of Aeronautics requests a 6-year plan for the airport, and I gave you each a copy is what the Airport Commission came up with. Just a side note that just because it's on there doesn't mean it's going to be done, and it does not have to be done in order if you so choose to do it. But the Bureau of Aeronautics likes to have something in there filled out, so this is what the Commission recommends that the board passes. So I can submit it to the Bureau of Aeronautics.
Do you need a motion before we have a discussion?
We can discuss it before we have a motion.
Okay, what these are, requiring land in runway 27, we're doing that now. Installing Pappy and Beacon, Chris was going over that with me, that's a lighting system for landing to tell you if you're coming in at the right angle. A beacon would probably be problematic, but the Pappy wouldn't affect anybody except the pilots, correct?
Correct.
Construct a connector taxiway.
That's one thing with the compass rose to go out to the runway.
Okay. Install security fence and security lighting. That's been one that's been kicked down the road a bunch of times, I think, hasn't it?
Like I said, just remember that these,
Right.
I don't tell the rest of them, these don't.
Paving the
necessarily
runway.
don't-
The reason we put it on was 3 of the commissioners wanted it on. So we put it on. I don't agree with it, Chris doesn't agree with it, but we put it on here, we'll get a price, what it's gonna cost.
So, just to interrupt that for a minute, what we do is if you guys pass this, I submit this to Bureau of Aeronautics, and then they go through it and they'll do an estimate and then all the numbers.
Right, they'll do the size of improvement, the estimated costs and all that stuff. And Chris and I were not in favor of paving the runway, but the commissioners were, so we put it on. I don't foresee that being done anytime soon. And the other one is construct another 8-unit hangar. You have any?
I guess I would move to approve it, but I want to go on record as opposing paving the runway. Just nothing I'd never like to see done.
Well, we're not gonna live forever, and who knows what'll happen in 20 years, but.
I don't think it's 20.
2020 is 4
2020
years.
is.
No, but it doesn't have to be done.
Gotcha.
I'd go on record also being opposed, paving the wrong way. But it can be in the plan, we can ask for it.
And it can be eliminated anytime.
We have final approval on it anyways.
Right.
To make the Bureau happy, we can.
And this does have to be submitted, every other year we have to submit the 6-year plan, and this year it has to be submitted.
You do have a waiting list for people that would rent hangars?
I have some right now.
How many?
I have to go, I have
Several?
4 probably.
Okay, I'd like to see the current hangar being built on.
But, you know, I haven't put the word out either, because I don't have any available.
All right.
If I put the word out, I'm sure I could fill them.
Can't sell what you don't have.
Correct.
But we can't do that for at least 5 years anyway, because we wouldn't have the funds till then.
You mean you wouldn't have the,
The matching.
We wouldn't have the matching
match.
funds.
The grant
Or
money.
The grant money.
Right, huh?
The grant money?
Wouldn't have our share of it.
You wouldn't have enough grant money to put with our
We get 150,000 a year credit. And it's gonna, the last one cost about 560,000, and our share of that was roughly 10%, 50,000.
And
Which,
we had to borrow from another airport to get the money to do it.
We
So we had to
traded
give-
grants
and
for
we had to give them-
Portage.
And we had owed them that, so we had to give them back a year of ours, and we have to build up again.
so we're about 5 years out from that. And that's if we don't do anything else.
Yeah, so nothing else gets done. So to be, not in favor of the pay program, we can't really think to worry about.
okay, well, I
It
moved.
would take a long time to build the money to get that.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the 6-year plan for the airport. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Discuss on possible action to set a date for the budget workshop. Is that November?
No, it's in October.
October.
Just been out.
We have to do the budget meeting in November,
Budget meetings in November, okay.
so
The workshop is in October.
Right.
Does anybody have a particular date you may would like?
Most everything works for me.
I would rather do it in the morning,
Yeah,
seeing as how it's a workshop. And almost any morning will work for me, I can work around it.
24th? Is it the second last Monday?
Do you have all the information yet, Bill?
It won't take long to get it put together.
But it's available?
Yeah.
Okay,
24th then?
The 24th?
that's
Okay
fine.
with me.
Okay, that's the
Time.
4th,
2 weeks from today.
What time?
8:30?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
AM.
You need a motion for that?
I guess so.
I move that we schedule the budget workshop for October 24th at 8:30 a.m.
I'll second that.
We moved and seconded to have the budget workshop, October 24th at 8:30 a.m. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion and possible action about current condition of tax parcel number 024-0516-0933-001 on Island Road per request by town resident.
That was my item on the agenda. I got a call from a town resident about that's a parcel over on Island Road that is apparently, nobody lives there. And it's I think it's the old migrant camp is what
There's
it's named.
about 6 buildings there.
Yeah, in various states of disrepair. And the person who called me said that taxes were 5 years in arrears. Well, I went up to the courthouse and checked it out, and they're 2 years in arrears. and the county doesn't do anything until taxes are 3 years in arrears, at which time it will move on to the list of properties to consider selling at a tax auction. And Al and I talked about this a little bit. Apparently years ago, they used to wait a long time because they were collecting interest. As long as they waited, I guess, but some of these properties, they probably look at and think, they're kind of working on an auction to be worth.
Do you know approximately how many acres you have?
Not much. Yeah, I was gonna say 2.
1 to 2?
2 maybe. So anyway, it's a non-issue as far as the county is concerned, and so I would assume it's a non-issue for us too. It belongs to somebody. He's not far enough in arrears yet for the county to do anything about it, so until he is, it's his property. So, there isn't any action to take.
Okay. Okay. Public comment? Linda, honest?
Yes. Do I need to stand up or can I sit here?
If you want to sit, you're
Okay, as long as you can hear,
entitled to.
as long as the board can hear me. Okay, thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I am here tonight not alone but with family and friends. I want to speak to you about the lack of interest or concern with regards to the Zion Cemetery. Since 2005, this sacred ground has been maintained with care and respect for the dead. Since 2005, we have made several visits to the site. You see our grandson is buried there. Up until 2014, there has never been a problem or concern to be carried to the care required to keep the cemetery looking as the cemetery should. There are many generations of family buried there, many from right here in Palmyra. Fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters. They deserve, at the very least, minimum care, not to be neglected altogether. 2 years ago, you hired someone else to cut the grass there, and it's been 2 years since the cemetery has looked neglected and forgotten. The man you hired to cut there has no emotional ties to this site. If and when he does come, it's from Janesville. What does he care what our cemetery looks like? He doesn't drive by it every day, weekly, or monthly. I've spoken to you, Larry, about this a few times. You said nothing could be done, but I had to talk to the board. I am asking you to please increase your budget of the $2,000 to maintain this sacred site. The grass there hasn't been cut in over 6 weeks. If you don't believe it, my daughter has taken pictures of it just last week. Larry, you stated that you only budgeted $2,000 for 10 cuttings. So even if the grass was cut twice a month, starting with June, there shouldn't be an issue. I understand that weather has a lot to do with cutting, but we have had dry spells and we have had rain. But for the last 6 weeks, no attention has been given to the cemetery. Please make this man accountable. He gladly accepts your check for payment. I spoke to you 2 weeks ago and you said the grass would be cut soon. As of today, it still hasn't been cut. I would ask each of you, when you visit a grave site of a loved one, look around and see the condition of the lawn. There isn't a cemetery around here that looks as neglected or as abandoned as Zion. Shame on you. And since you were having a budget meeting in October, I strongly suggest and I beg and plead that you consider this. Thank you.
So go back to the highway, then maybe Ken will get here in a minute. He's finished the mowing of the roads. Found a couple signs that were knocked down. And I can't drive all the roads all the time to check them. I think those signs were knocked down when they planted soybeans on Watunsky Road. It's not a heavily trafficked road, but the signs have been down quite a while. And one was pulled out of the ground and just laid down. So I think they wanted to get as close to the road as they could, so they pulled the signs out so they could get a little closer.
Are they the road signs?
Yeah, road signs. One's a stop ahead, one was a curve sign, or a railroad track, railroad
Oh.
crossing. The other two signs that we have to replace that were replaced last year are the stop signs on Carlin Trail with graffiti and bullet holes. So, some of those we're gonna, probably have to replace them every year if that's the case, because people don't respect them. And I guess Ken isn't gonna get here in time.
We can talk in next month, I mean, his new guy.
I guess.
You can email us.
Yeah.
New numbers you can
These
email.
pictures.
Yep. Yes, motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.